35M, 27F. How to show my family that she's right to marry. I have decided that I'm going to marry my girlfriend. She's perfect for me and it's the right thing to do. My parents are very much against the decision even though we had a lengthy talk about it. A big problem they have is that she has kids from previous relationships. Is there any way to convince them I'm making the right decision? Oh, you mean your girlfriend of 2 months who is also pregnant? Gong, by your previous posts, I can see why they'd be worried. Info. Are you high? Question mark, exclamation mark. Your parents have more sense than you. I'm a single mom with 1 kid. That is the most stupid reason to marry. You don't marry BQs. You're having a child, you're meant to do that before. Put it this way, she and her children have WAYYY. More to gain than your misplaced guilt, and make sure you get a test on that baby's paternity before, if you decide to marry her. I'm going to take a super wild guess here and suppose she isn't getting child support for her other 5 kids. Can you even afford to support a family of 8? Also, she refused to use contraceptives and/or condoms. That was the reddest flag there is. I am 99% sure she baby trapped you. OP's post history is BININIS bananas. 8 days ago, 35M, 27F. Started dating a single mom of 5. 6 days ago, 35M, 27F. Girlfriend doesn't seem to like protection during sex. 5 days ago, 35M, 27F. My girlfriend is pregnant after 2 months of dating. What do I do now? Great creative writing exercise, my dude. Also, could Def Leppard guitarist Stephen Clark shred on the guitar? No. You come to Reddit every couple of days with a problem. What does that tell you? If I were you, I'd slow it down there, buddy. The responsible thing to do is get a DNA test first. I'm not trying to judge anyone here, but can you be absolutely sure that child is yours? It's been 2 months. She's 27 with 5 kids from 3 different men. This baby would make 6 from 4 different men. That's a lot of stress and responsibility to take on. Are you really ready for all that? Especially since she just got a job. But she's pregnant, so eventually there will be maternity leave. Have you thought about what will happen if she doesn't go back to work? That would leave you the main breadwinner for her and all the kids. Most likely. Hopefully she is receiving some type of child support, but you can't always rely on that either. Some people do just stop paying. The best piece of advice I can give you is, if you are set on marrying this girl, is just wait. There is no rush. You can be on a birth certificate without having to be married. You can be present and take care of the child without having to marry this woman. In this day and age, marrying just because one is pregnant isn't reason enough. Make sure you can actually have a relationship with this woman that's not all about the baby. A lot of people marry for that reason, just to discover that they don't really care for their partner. It's all about the kids. That never really ends well. Those that do manage to stay together even though there is no real relationship with their spouse end up inadvertently teaching their children that that's how relationships should be, when it's not. Good luck, man. Every single acquaintance I've ever had who got pregnant that did it intentionally to baby trap a guy. Think about it. If you have 5 kids with 1 guy, only 1 guy pays child support. Having kids with multiple guys is multiple guys paying. I've had the pleasure of having this line of thinking broken down to be by someone who was adamant. Having all kids with my husband was limiting my income potential. Should you be there for her? Sure. Should you get a paternity test? Probably. Should you get married? Only if you have an attorney draft a prenup. So does your girlfriend get a say in this? Anyway, you're 35. Why do you need your parents' approval? OMG, how can you not see that she baby trapped you? You've only been seeing her 2 months, you got her pregnant and she has 5 kids with 3 baby daddies. Now you want to marry her because you think it's the right thing to do. You need to wake up. Man, I've been in relationships that my parents disapproved of. It sucks. But please believe me when I tell you 99% of the time it's that they have really good reasons for that, and that they really are just trying to look out for you. Your parents most likely know you better than anyone else. And they've most likely spent more time around you than anyone else. If they themselves are in a healthy and stable relationship, they usually have some pretty good insights into what a good healthy partnership looks like. Why are you so desperate to marry a girl you've been with for 2 months? Why was she so desperate to get you to knock her up with her 6th child? Have you met all the other baby daddies? Keep in mind, if you get hitched to this girl, you essentially are getting hitched to all of them. Too, and their kids. It's like a goddamn running of the bulls with all the red flags flying around LMAO. Your girlfriend who has 5 children tells you that she doesn't like protected sex and doesn't want you to use a condom. You don't set a boundary to ensure an unplanned pregnancy 2 months into the relationship doesn't happen, and now instead of being upset you are jumping to marriage. 1. Marriage should be a decision made together based on compatibility. Not just love, ideas about life, mutual respect, future goals, etc. You don't know if you are compatible in these ways because you don't know her. 2. 70% of relationship end between year 1 and year 2 of the relationship. Have you ever heard of the 18-month hump? You have to get over that to continue having a successful relationship. It's because for about 14 to 17 months lust and the chemicals in your brain that make you feel like you are in love with this person cloud your judgment about them. You both put on your best behavior to impress the other person. This isn't sustainable and the rose-colored glasses come off eventually. You are not in love, you are in lust, infatuation. Again, you don't know her. 3. Having a successful marriage takes maturity and effective communication. It is obvious by the lack of communication with her about protection during sex you do not have effective communication. Also, you are showing a real lack of maturity by jumping into marriage and not placing boundaries in this very new relationship. I cannot tell you what to do. No one can. I will give some advice though. Step back from the situation. Ask for some time away from her, even if for just a day, and make a list of the things you want for your life, progress in your career, travel, experiences you want, what you want in a life partner, if you want kids, etc. Think about those things and how your life will change by marrying a complete stranger who did not consider your feelings about her getting pregnant. I suggest you talk to a counselor. If you don't already have a counselor, therapist in your life, do an online session with someone to discuss this with an outside perspective who has training in helping someone cope with their feelings. I honestly suggest therapy for you anyways to better learn how to establish boundaries and build self-confidence, better sense of self. You can support her while pregnant and your child without getting married. If you do get married, get a prenup. And one last piece of advice, get a DNA test, not because you think she cheated, but because you don't know her. When you don't have great communication and have a lack of knowledge about someone, a lot can happen, including raising someone else's child. Best of luck. 27 with 5 kids and 3 baby daddies? Yeah, this will turn out perfectly fine. The only thing that will change their mind is time. You've known her 2 months. It is impossible for them to be on board with such a bad decision. By the way, it was her choice to have unprotected sex and to risk having a 6th child with dude number 4. It is nothing you did to her. Her situation is the direct consequence of her own actions and beliefs. Reading your posts was like watching a particularly cheap drama series with forced plot twists. Everyone is throwing popcorn at the screen, screaming, "Don't do it. Don't be an idiot." Single quote. But our male protagonist is indeed going to do the stupid thing. Can't wait for season 8. Okay, so you know what? You are an adult and you are responsible. And ultimately it's your choice. However, why rush into this? I personally don't think the 5 kids by 3 dads thing is an issue if you are fine with it. But I don't get what the hurry is. Why can't you just be together and be happy? Line together for a few years. See how it goes. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Objectively, from your parents' perspective, they will be worried. There is no need to get married so quick. Not this guy again, loudly crying, rolling on the floor laughing. No, there is no way. 27 with 5 kids from 3 fathers and soon to be 6 kids from 4. Tell me, how would you be okay with your son doing the same?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.